Hello children. Okay. Now we shall, after your lesson of self-reliance, let us move on to the poetry section. So a nice beautiful poem from your textbook, that is on page number 94 and 95. The name of the poem is Ant and the Cricket. The reference of this poem is, it is from the, adapted from the Aesop's Fables. So what are Aesop's Fables? Beautiful stories, okay, small stories, narrative stories, okay. I think you might have heard about Panchatantra, Aesop's Fables and Aladdin's stories. All these, they have a moral, and it's a beautiful poem which is also adapted from the Aesop's Fable, and it is in your text on page number 94. So let me first read on the poem to you so that you will be familiar with the words. Later I shall explain it. Okay, now what is the pre-reading task here? Poem. The Ant and the Cricket. What is the ant? You all know, right? Ant is nothing but the iruve. Okay, that is also one creature. And cricket. Cricket is nothing but the grasshopper. There are two types of grasshoppers. The one is green in color, the other one is brownish in color. So these are the two creatures that they are compared about their birth, and it's a beautiful poem adapted from Aesop's Fables. So now coming to the poem. So what are you supposed to do? Pre-reading task. What is it? Sit with your partners and discuss the following. Doing our work at the right time, not being lazy. Finally, there is some moral in this poem, that is, you should not be lazy and you should work at the right time. Okay, now let's see what these two creatures have the conversation and what it is all about. Okay, now let me read the poem first. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter has come. Okay? Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, no, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. So this was the reply by the ant to the cricket. Okay, now let's go in detail. What does each stanza tell us? A silly young cricket accustomed to sing. Who is the silly cricket now? Here is the cricket. It is of this nature. Okay, I mean it is a creature, like it is a grasshopper. As I told you, it may be green in color or brownish in color. You might have seen it flying here and there. Right? So that is the cricket. Accustomed to sing. Accustomed means what? You are used to, which you have a habit of singing. You know, they are very lively. Some creatures are very lively. So it was accustomed to sing, means it was the habit of singing. Through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter had come. now the cricket nicely, as the weather was very nice, enjoyable, it enjoyed and it had enough things, as the food of these cricket is from the trees. When the trees are very green in color, nicely, there is a fresh pleasant atmosphere, they have their food. But when the leaves dry down, especially in this season right now, isn't it? After the rainy season, winter season comes and all the leaves dry off and it falls and there is no greenery in the nature. During that time, the cricket is complaining, right? Not a crumb to be found, not a crumb means not even a single morsel, not even little food is found to it. On the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So the weather is described that it is totally barren, it is dry. It is not having a single flower to be seen, nor a single leaf also is to be seen. It is totally dry. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Now the cricket is worried. Had I all the greenery around, I used to gather the food from those green leaves, as you all know in science, isn't it? It is a photosynthesis method where these creatures get their food from the plants and all. But now everything is dry, so there is no food for the cricket, and the cricket is worried, what will happen about me now? At last, by starvation and famine made bold. Starvation means the position when you don't have food, when you starve. Totally there is no food, and famine, that is all barkala bandhane. So that is something which is totally dry and you don't have food to eat. All dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly aunt to see if to keep him alive he would grant. So later what he thought, now I am at least not having any food with me. So what will I do? I will go to borrow something to its friend. That is the miserly ant. Here you can see the miserly ant. Ants are, why they are a miser? Miser. Who is a miser? One who is not ready to lend anything. Very stingy person. Kanjus anta heltiralla hage. Okay. So where did the cricket go? To the miserly ant. Then what did he say? To keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. So what did the cricket say? He went to the miserly ant and he told, please can you give me a mouthful of grain, what you have gathered these many days. I think you might have noticed, small ants, cheating. So what they do? They always move in a line, gathering small points, just little food. The one after the other they go in a line and they, now for example if you see sugar and all in your house, the ant is carrying little and it is going and gathering it somewhere. It is said that it is gathering its food throughout. So this cricket thought, now the ants will be having enough food, so let me go and bring that. But the ant, you know, as it is a miserly ant, andre kanjus, it is very stingy, it is not ready to lend anything. Let us see what did the ant reply. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Starvation andra irli bidu upasaili. What did he say? Okay, now you starve because you have not done your job well in time. So you have to starve, you have to stay hungry, you will not be fed and you should be in sorrow ultimately. When you don't have food, what you are ultimately in sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. But he says that, no doubt I am your friend and servant, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. So what does he say? We are of that type of creatures where we don't lend anything, that is we don't give anything, nor do we take anything from you people, from anyone. So we are that type of creatures where we don't borrow or don't lend. What is the opposite of borrow? Opposite of borrow is lend. Lend and give. Kododu. Borrow means taking. Taking for time being. That is borrowing something. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm, quoth the cricket. So now what the ant is asking, you had enough during all this rainy season when the plants and all were very attractive. I mean very pleasant and you had a green there. Why did you gather your food that time? the ant is asking the cricket, why didn't you gather your food? Had you laid nothing then? So he is asking him. So what did the cricket reply? My heart was so light that I sang day and night. Now the cricket is confessing. He says, no, the weather was so good and it was such an enjoyable thing during spring and all. I enjoyed, I sang and I danced day and night. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, dance the winter away. See, so rudely that the ant is replying, because the ant also is not wrong. We have to work for ourselves, right? We should not be lazy. So what does the ant reply? Now as you have danced all these days with the good things that you got to eat and you nicely have enjoyed and sang, now also you dance the winter away. Let this winter pass on with what? With starvation and what? With hungry stomach. So he said, I will not lend you anything. So, thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Okay, our wicket means what? Door. So, what did the ant do? No, Baba, I cannot give you anything now. He quietly took the ant took the cricket and he threw him out. And he said, I cannot give you anything. Folks call this a fable. So folks means what? People from villages. Okay, they are the folks. They call this as a fable. Fable means a small story. I warranty it true. I warrant it true. I will assure. I will tell. Warrant means what? I will declare. I will declare that it is true. I will tell this is true. This statement is true, because when you don't earn anything, you don't have anything to eat, right? I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Finally, what does the ant, the fable conclude with? Saying that some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So, overall, what is the moral of this story, the ant and the cricket? Ants are always known for their hard work and constant work, right? Constantly they are working. Have you ever seen the ant sitting in one place quietly sitting there? No, not at all. You can always see the ant is moving up and down. So from this poem, we have a lesson that we should constantly work to gain our livelihood rather than being lazy like a cricket and wait for the next season or else go and borrow something from others. You should not have this faith, right? So this is a beautiful poem. So you have to by heart this poem. This poem is there for writing. So just once again go through the whole poem and enjoy your actually follow this moral. Okay. The main thing is you should not be lazy. You should be working constantly and the results are always good. Okay. Have a nice time. Okay.